So today on the show, we are going to talk about the Ford Mustang. Why do I have a knife in my hand? And we're going to talk about the Ford Mustang, and it's time for the car to go to CarMax. We're going to take it and see what CarMax will offer us. And well, we have a pretty good idea. We've talked to enough dealerships around here, and I kind of know what the car is worth, which is concerning because there's only like 3,600 miles on this car, something like that. It's under 4,000 miles. And what they're trying to offer us, every dealership, is quite concerning. Now, they're buying the car outright, so it's not a trade-in value or anything like that, so we do understand that. But first, I got to pull the car out of the driveway. We're going to discuss this, and I got to clean it up to get it ready because, you know, everybody likes a shiny new penny, right? So let's go shine that penny. Well, the driveway right now, the Raptor, we took it out. We took it for a couple 100-mile trip yesterday, and, well, unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it, but I put a little dent right there, but it's a truck and that's what they do. And my driveway is a freaking mess right now. The Ford Bronco doors are off. Got to put the doors back on that today as well. But there she is. She's pinned in. She's caged in, and we got to get it out because, for one, I haven't washed it in a couple weeks. I got to clean the car out. So if we take it to CarMax and they actually take the car, I don't want to leave things in there. So let's pull all these out of the way and let's wash that one. All right, well, let's start with the Raptor. Let's get her out of the way here. Well, next up is the Ford Bronco. So, time to get her out of the way. One thing I hate about new cars is you got to seat belts all the time, or the safety features just wear me freaking out. I'm definitely going to miss this car. This has been a fun car, and, well, you know what we got to do, right? We got to click this. Oh God, it sounds so good. I'm gonna miss this car. She's a little dirty, don't mind that. Look at all the dirt on this poor thing. Just freaking filthy right now. And that's the problem when you don't drive it. She's pinned in, and that exhaust sounds so good, but gotta vacuum this thing out a little bit. We gotta get her to be proper. But you know I gotta do this, right? My neighbors hate me so much. He's just gonna pull it out to wash it, but I gotta go around the block at least once, right? At least once. And to do that, we gotta go in track mode. There she is, track mode. God, this car. She may not be the fastest out there, but I tell you what, this car is still one of the best sounding from the factory, man. This thing just is mean. This thing is evil. And Jesus, I'm gonna miss this car. So we partnered with Lowe's, believe it or not, for this new Greenworks Pro 3000 Max PSI electric. Now it's electric power washer, and that's pretty exciting to me because, well, cars get dirty, you guys know, especially our off-road vehicles, and well, the old hose pipe over there just doesn't cut it anymore. So we needed something with a little more strength, and I want to say thank you to Lowe's for partnering with us, and we'll have an affiliate link in the comments below if you're interested in saving a little bit of money trying out the electric power washer. So I gotta open this box and let's get this thing open and fun. Let's see all the fun. Such a satisfying sound. Why is that? Why is that? As a kid, you know, you love it, and it never changes as an adult. So let's talk about losing our ass on a Mustang, because, well, that is what we're gonna do today. We are gonna take a big hit on this car. So we paid right at $57,015 for this. And if you're new to the channel, this is a 2024 Ford Mustang GT with the Performance Pack, and it's got the night pony package. It gives you all the cool blacked out features, nice leather interior. Like it's a nicely loaded car. So we picked this car up last August, and well, it's been a blast. You've seen the videos. We've had a lot of fun with it. But the one problem I'm about to have with this car is losing our butt on it, because, well, that's what we're about to do. The latest and greatest that we've been offered is $43,000, and that was to a dealership in Illinois, and we were going to have to travel there, the expenses of getting there and back and forth just wasn't going to make it worth it, when locally we've had some offers of, well, $42,000. Now that's a big drop in value. Now we're selling the car outright, so yes, we're not going to get the complete, you know, the complete value that you might if you did a trade-in on this thing. And initially we were going to trade this car in on the Raptor that we have. But part of the problem with that was, well, I was going to have to, it was quick notice to get to the car. I was gonna have to drive it up to Detroit to do the trade-in, and well, there was that. It was just gonna be a hassle, and we had an event going on at the time. Kelly was in East Tennessee. I had to fly up to Detroit to pick the truck up, and the offer at the time we didn't feel like was a very strong offer. And now, knowing what it was now, it was a very good offer. We were offered $44,000 at the time for the car in trade-in. That's losing quite a bit of money. What, $12,000 in less than 6 months? You don't expect that. Now I know that everybody's used to flipping cars, with COVID and everything, and I wasn't anticipating that, but I thought, well, we'll lose about $5,000 on this deal, and now that'll be acceptable. Well, $42,000 is it's a lot of money, but it's not enough money, so I'm gonna have to ante up and pay for this car out of my own pocket to get rid of that. And that's something you should be thinking about before you go and say, hey, I want to trade in a car, or I want to go buy a brand new car, and 6 months later you might want something else. So obviously what we do, this is part of what we do. We tend to lose money on cars when we get rid of them, but there's tax benefits for what we do for the channel and so on. But this one here, she's pretty, and I'd love to keep her, but she's bleeding me dry. Well, let's go see. Is it CarMax we're going to today?
We are going to CarMax today.
Let's see if they can beat the 42 that everybody else seems to offer. I have a feeling they don't, because there's books on this stuff. They know the value of these things. But I said earlier it was $12,000 we might lose. It's probably more like $15,000
oh God, don't even
we're about to lose. So subscribe, memberships, and Patreon.
All the things.
All the things. So our best offer has been $43,000, but that was to Alcione Ford in Illinois, which was the best offer, but it just wasn't a practical offer because we'd have to get the car there and then get back to Middle Tennessee, so that wasn't going to work out too well. And so we decided Carvana, who actually bought our Gladiator. They gave us the best deal, and it was $42,600, something like that. And you might be thinking, well, that's not too bad. And it's not, considering all the other offers that we went through. Unfortunately for us, $42,600, whatever it was, is kind of it. And they're actually on their way to pick the car up now, which is kind of sad, because this one's been a tough one to let go. I've really enjoyed this car. And so that means it's a tough one go, which means it's a good car. And I really like the Mustang. And of course, we did the 5 good, 5 bad about it. I gave my final impressions of it in a video above. But ultimately, when you don't want to let go of a car, that's a good sign, especially as an auto journalist. So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. From $57,000 MSRP to $42,600. It's a big drop in less than 11 months, 10 months, something like that. And with less than 4,000 miles on the car. So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. And this is part of my business. This is what we do. We buy a long-term review vehicle and you hope to break even. Sometimes you lose, and it looks like on this one we're going to lose pretty good. But maybe the next one, though, we got the Ranger Raptor that's going to have to go away one of these days, and maybe we'll break even with that one. In the comments below, let me know what you think about this. So let's see the car go by and shed a tear. And whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, it doesn't matter what you drive. As long as you're having fun, enjoy the ride, buy responsibly, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.